A little boy came up to me at a playground and told me he's not my dad. I remember this so vividly. It was so scary. I was a nanny a few years ago for 3 little girls, 1, 4 and 6 years old. After school, we went to the playground up the hill. There were a few parents and little children there. I kept an eye on the elder girls as I was with the baby on the baby swing. Parents and their kids left until a boy around 3 was left, playing with the girls under my care. I noticed his dad sitting on the picnic chair on his phone. I was a bit peeved that I seemed to now be watching over for kids not 3. The boy then slowly came over to me and kind of clung himself to me. I thought he was coming for a cuddle, so I said and put an arm around him asking if he was all right. He looked a bit sad. He then said, "He's not my dad." I skeptically looked at the man then asked, "Who is he? Uncle? Stepdad?" And the boy looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I don't know." My heart dropped. I went into protective mode and my instincts made me put the boy behind me. I looked back at the man who was now approaching us. My heart was beating so hard. I told the girls we were leaving right now and grabbed the baby. The girls complained but headed for their bikes behind the man. I looked around, but no one else was there. I only saw some people walking along the street at the bottom of the hill, so I could shout to them if needed. I warned him to stay back and held onto the boy. He asked what I was doing, looking at my grip on the boy. I was panicking and backing away. He told me to let go of him. I told him what the boy said and that if he touches him or I will scream, looking toward the people so that he knew we weren't technically alone. He kind of laughed nervously and addressed the boy, who didn't even look at him or move. I told him to leave us alone. He just stared at me in shock with his hands up, like I was the dangerous one. I said I'm calling the police, letting go of the boy, and got my phone out, the baby still in my arms. He panicked and said that he was his stepdad, or soon-to-be stepdad. I said, "Yeah, right." He explained that he was dating his mother, and she was still at work. So he got him from school and brought him here until she gets home. I didn't believe him, so I started dialing. Better to have them deal with this and be safe, not sorry. As I spoke, shaking like crazy, I beckoned the boy to stay by me and away from the man. The boy was silently crying. Poor little guy was terrified. The man was exasperated and bright red, which made me more nervous. 'Cause what if he hurts me or the kids? My girls were watching on their bikes and asking me what's going on. The worst part was waiting for the police. He was between me and the girls, and I was between him and a fence. The police came pretty quickly though, and I explained everything. And the man tried to explain himself. The police were also skeptical of him. Thank God I wasn't just